Hey, Williamson County, this is Felicia with the League of Women Voters of Williamson County. This is part 2 of our series, and we're going to talk about who can vote in local elections. The question of who gets to vote in local elections is similar to the question of who gets to vote in national elections. In national elections, you have to be a citizen of this country in order to vote. In statewide elections in Texas, you have to be a resident of Texas to vote. There are similar requirements for local elections. To vote in Williamson County elections, you need to be a resident of Williamson County. And to vote in city elections or school district elections, you need to be a resident of those jurisdictions. What's confusing is that many of us in Williamson County live outside the boundaries of cities. So, for example, you might have Round Rock in your home address, but you live outside the city limits. In that case, you would not be able to vote in any city elections. We also have what are called municipal utility districts, or MUDs, and some counties have additional types of water or utility districts. You may be able to vote in one of these races if you can't vote in your local city council race. Ultimately, whether or not you can vote in a specific kind of local election depends on where you live and how your residence fits into utility districts, city boundaries, and school district boundaries. Take a look at a sample ballot before you go vote to see whether or not there are races or propositions for your residents. Go to wilcotx.gov/elections and click on the sample ballot to look up on the left-hand side of the page. As is true for every other kind of election in Texas, you also have to be a registered voter, and you have to be registered at your current address at least 30 days in advance of the election. The deadline for our upcoming elections was April 3rd, so if you're not already registered, it's too late for this election, but you can register now and be ready for our next election in November. In order to register to vote, you must be a citizen, and although you have to be 18 to vote, you can register to vote up to 2 months before your 18th birthday. If you've ever been convicted of a felony, you need to be off paper before you can re-register. And finally, if you've ever been declared by a judge to be mentally incapacitated and unable to vote, you'll not be able to vote. In Texas, there's no minimum residency requirement, so if you just moved here from out of state, get yourself registered immediately. And if you move from one Texas county to another, you have to update your voter registration to your current address. You can do that online at votetexas.gov. You can register to vote at the county elections office in Georgetown or visit a local public library. And you can also register with a volunteer deputy registrar certified in Williamson County. The important thing to know is that there is no online voter registration in Texas. If you need help getting registered to vote, please send us an email at info@lwvwilco.org. In part 3, we'll discuss when local elections are held.